when I was working at a hospital, so I was CFO or something like that, and I got a review, performance review, and it was pretty good. The area of improvement was that people were intimidated and afraid to speak to me. That's what it said. And you know when something comes to you and it's so stark that you kind of literally, I was like this, like, that can't be true. So my first reaction was, well, they're crazy. Who told you that? That's just ridiculous. That was my reaction. So my first reaction was, it is their fault. It's them. They are the problem, not me. So my first reaction was, has nothing to do with me. They're just insecure and it's their problem. And maybe like a couple weeks later, this is still nagging at me that, okay, there is some nugget to this. There is something here that I need to think about and I need to deal with, even though I don't want to. I really need to address this, or at least think about it. And it was probably in hindsight, so that was maybe 10 years ago or 12 years ago. It's probably the best thing that ever happened to me, because it forced me to look at, why was I being aggressive? Why was aggression part of my management style? When I didn't want to be that person. I didn't want to be an aggressive manager. I wanted to be a nice manager who got stuff done. So there was a complete disconnect between my impression of myself and then the reality of the feedback that I got. And that put me on a track to really start to figure out, why was that happening? Because I want to change and I want to do something about it. So this is the kind of stuff we're talking about. It's like digging in there and finding out what's going on, so you can be better at what you are doing in your career. And I would say that, it was very transformational for me. That insight was very transformational. And I'm going to give you this really simple example. So a couple weeks ago, I wake up and it's sunny and bright outside and the birds are chirping, and I thought, oh, this is fantastic. Great day, good, let's go. And I don't know, maybe a week later, I had been up late and maybe I ate something. I wasn't feeling that good, so I had horrible sleep. And I woke up and the birds were, I was just ready to get a BB gun and shoot them all because they were so chirping so loud, and the sun was too bright, and why weren't my curtains dark enough? And I was so irritated with the birds and the sun. So, that's probably not really, that doesn't make sense, does it? I mean, the thing, what I'm trying to say is, the reaction to what's happening, the birds did not change, nor did the sun. Those two things are exactly the same. In both situations, my reaction was different. This happens at work all the time. There's something going on, there's a reaction to it. And what I'm encouraging you to think about is that there's more space there than you might think. Space to choose a different word, choose a different action, choose a different outcome. So look for those opportunities. if you're not connected to your body, if you're not listening to it, if you're not open to it, if you're so busy with everything that's going on in your life and you're just saying, I can do more, and, you know, then you can't hear that. It's a really great warning sign. Last week, I'm going to share this very personal story, which is hard for me to say because I think I'm Wonder Woman. So I had vertigo last week. Has anyone had vertigo? Okay, there is nothing to get your attention like the ground moving underneath you. That got my attention. And I thought, okay, I get it. I get it, body, I get it. Something's going on. What am I doing? I'm pissing you off for sure here, so let's fix this. And I really had to think about what's going on at work, you know, what's going on in my life, what is happening that this level of stress is triggering something in my body. And it took me probably 3 days to think it through and get the answer. And this is a really good tool that can help you. I talked to a woman at the pool, and she does gratitude prayers or slogans or something every morning, so that's her personal practice. I honestly think that in the technologically fueled pace that we work under, and that we will continue to work under for many, many years to come, if you don't take 10 or 15 minutes for yourself every day just to be alone, to be quiet, to let your mind settle down, then what happens is you just keep accelerating upward until you maybe have some kind of a blowout or something like that. It's much better to stay grounded on a daily basis. So whatever that means to you, a personal practice, I think that it is enormously helpful in your career and in your success. That's it.